Yes, yes, Magic Mike in the mix. You're tuning to the Magic Show Deluxe. We have a special guest, right? Some people have been telling me you're getting too much male artists on your show, right? It's whatever comes, right? We got this wonderful lady. She goes by the name of Ladii Girl, and she's here coming from.
Massachusetts. What's the Massachusetts in the USA? Chilling.
Yes, it's nice to have you on, right? I want to say big ups to MJ for getting you on here. She's really doing her job. So, Lady Girl's been telling me she's banging out interviews like crazy, huh?
I am. I am. I love it though. Like I was just so scatterbrained. I'm like, I know I have multiple things to do today. I'm like, let me just try to stay on track. And I'm like, oh, I don't remember which one it is. So thank God did your due diligence and you were like, hey, I'm on the Zoom.
So you're born in Boston, right? I don't see a difference between Boston and New York. It's very similar in your accents too. How was it in your younger years growing up in Boston? Is that where you found hip hop?
Um, yes. So my family is a very musical family. So Maurice Starr is my uncle. He's my great uncle, and he was the discoverer and founder of New Edition and New Kids on the Block and groups like that. And also my cousin who is helping me through my musical journey is from a group called the Superiors. They came before New Kids on the Block. So the song that New Kids on the Block blew up with, that step by step, ooh
We'll
baby.
never forget that.
Well, that originally was not their song. That was a Superior song. And it was on the radio. So these are kind of like pitfalls you can look out for. So the song was on the radio, the group was blowing up, and the song got snatched from the group and given to New Kids on the Block, a new group coming out of Southie, and they took the song and actually blew up with the song. So that's how the story goes.
Wow. So let me ask you something, right? Have you tried to fight for royalties in court for that or what?
Well, that's my cousin's fight and his journey, and they're working on it. They do have a documentary they're putting together about like groups from Boston because there's so many groups that have come out of Boston that you either heard about for a quick split second and then you didn't hear any more about them, or they kind of blew up and you hear about them all the time.
I really believe Boston played a big role in the New Jack Swing era. You know what I mean? Big time. You know what I mean? A lot of people could say whatever. You got Bobby Brown, you got New Edition, you got, man, even like some of the groups that Michael Bivins spawned from. You know what I mean? Helped
Right,
spawn,
right.
right? So
Yeah.
there's something right there. And also, let's talk about your songwriting now. Okay? Like, do you
Yeah.
songwrite for other people or you just do it for yourself?
I haven't written for anyone else. I do have songs if somebody's interested. As a songwriter, like every song that I've ever written comes from emotions. I'm an emotional writer, so I'll hear something and it gives me a certain emotion, and I'll write from that. And life experiences, whether it's mine or someone else's that I've seen, I'll write about it. So the part with songs for me for a very long time was real hard to do. I did not want to let go of a song. Now I'm like, who wants to buy one?
There's a lot of ghostwriters in the hip hop game, right? So you can get
Yeah.
a second job right there. And I heard the riot songwriters get paid more too as well,
Yes.
right?
Yes. My team is talking to me about that very often lately. And I am leaning towards being able to part because there's songs that I've had for years. I mean, just years. They're just sitting there. So I know that they could do someone else, another artist, justice. Um, and I'm ready to like kind of let go. It's like when you go through chapters in your life. So I'm like, yeah, I can let those ones go. Or maybe I got a party song and I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to sing that one, but somebody else could do it. And, a lot of times people are like, you write hits, you
Mm-hmm.
write hits. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, do I?
Mm-hmm. So what's your affiliation? What's your affiliation with Hot 97, Fleet DJs, Summer Jam?
So let's start with Fleet DJs. So I started going to Fleet DJ music conferences, I want to say in maybe 2021 that year. And I've been going every year since. I've really enjoyed their sound stages. I've had a chance to rub elbows and meet a lot of different stars and actually get game about the business. And these are established artists, producers, engineers, just anybody that's in like the industry. I've had a chance to meet with so many people. So I think that puts me in a position to not only be an artist, but to actually understand the business and to sit in some of their like forums where they have panels and people who are in the business are giving you game and they're telling you which platforms, you need to really focus on, and what does what how the machine works, right? And so I feel like Fleet DJs conferences are very beneficial to anyone that's trying to be a real artist. And I don't mean I'm not saying they're fake artists, but it's not a hobby. You want to make this a career, you need certain knowledge. This is where you need to go because they're giving it to you. You know what I mean?
Also,
Um,
I do you also feel like this? Like, just say an artist has been doing the music for like 10 years, okay? And you're the friend or something, you know what I mean? And you don't really see it going anywhere, right? How long do you
mhm.
see an artist where you say, look, it's not working out, maybe you should go do a day job or something? Like where do you see this like ending on an
Well,
artist trying their hardest?
I have a 5-year plan for everything. And for me, I've been doing the music since 2012, I would say professionally. And I have,
But you're in the business. You go to conferences, you know what I mean?
right,
Like, such as
right.
like someone sitting in their basement making all these beats. It's like,
Yeah,
yo, you got 1,000 beats. When are we gonna put these out, right?
right. If you're not making moves within 5 years, then just, give it up. Give it up. Because it's like, it's
Can you
fun to
please,
do.
can you please say that again for our people listening? Because I'm not trying to be mean. In the business, I've spoken to some of my friends in the business. I say, listen, bro, it's been about 12 years, right? Not even nothing, not even music video, no conference, no nothing. You're just in your basement. Like, I just stick to your day job. Like, how is it important to stick to your day job before going into this hip hop thing if it ain't moving nowhere? You know?
Well, if you're an artist and you're serious about it, then you know that this business is very expensive to be in. It's not a cheap business to stay in. It costs money to record. You need equipment if you're a producer and engineer. All of these things are investments into yourself, and you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? And if you want your music to go somewhere, it's not free. It's not free. I hate to break it to them. A lot of artists think, oh, I'm going to put it on social media and I'm going to get discovered. That's not how it works
And
at
you know
all.
what's crazy too? Like, artists got to get out of their city. You know what I'm saying? That costs money, right? So let's just
Yes.
say you get an unsuspected email saying, "Hey, you want to open up for, let's say, Drake, right? It's gonna cost you this much." Da da da. Well, man, I don't want to pay that. Yo, brother, they're asking you 5 minutes on the stage with Drake. Okay, the whole thing is gonna cost you 4 G's, right? But it's too much
Mm-hmm.
money. Then you know what I'm saying? I
Oh,
hear a lot of crying. We have a lot of events. Like, I'm in Ottawa here, right? Ottawa, Canada. We got events in Toronto, Montreal, and these local artists don't want to go out to these places. Bigger cities. They don't want to travel. And again, it's very expensive, but this is it. What do you think rappers talk about money? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you need in the game, right?
if you really want it, you have to put your money where your mouth is. Now, if somebody said 5 minutes on the stage to me with Drake for 4,000, and I'm factoring hotel, flight, food, I'm gonna pay that because you know what? All of those fans there to see Drake are gonna become my fans.
That's
At
right.
least
And
half of them. At least
that's
half of
right.
them.
That's right. And can I tell you something? If I was you, right, and I had time on the stage, the first track I would sing would be Entanglement. You got two tracks right
Absolutely.
here. You got Entanglement, you got The Sweetest Taboo. I really love Entanglement. You know what I mean? Can you imagine that?
Yes.
Can you imagine
Yes.
Drake's fans? Let's say he's at Yankee Stadium like Jay-Z did the other night, right? And you got all these people. The way the track sets in, that's perfect. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's talk about these
Right.
two tracks now. Let's talk about Entanglement now. Who produced it? And this is that R&B that we're looking for. There's no auto
Yeah.
tune. There's none of that crap. This is
No.
R&B right here. You know?
Yes. So Entanglement actually is coming off of a sort of like a score soundtrack that I was doing because I'm in the process of shooting a micro movie. And I kind of wanted the Michael Jackson-esque kind of smooth criminal, how he did that whole entire movie. Excuse me. But Entanglement really originated and sounds like James Bondish, like in the movie. But for the track and for the EP, how I wanted it really smooth. So I worked with the producer EA Sports. He's out of Boston. He's part of Fleet DJs. He's really, really good. Him and Shiz Drummond got together with myself and Rashid, who is my management team, and he helps me creatively too sometimes. And I was like, let's kind of like change it. And like I just started singing, differently, and they came in and did all their magical stuff because I don't know the technical stuff of producing and stuff like
you spit it, and they just take care of it for you.
yes,
Exactly.
and they just took care of it. And the end result, I was like, I love that.
Okay,
That's it.
I'm gonna
That's it.
stop you right there, right? Such as someone that doesn't know nothing about production, who does everything in their room, which is fine. But I tell artists, take that out of your room, and you need a second ear. And then when you bring it to
Yes,
mastering, I got a program that does all that. FL Studio does all that. That's nice and all, but you don't have the experience to grow on a song, right? You know what I mean? Everybody
right,
has their part. So I'm glad that you
right.
see that as an artist, that everybody has their departments and making a track.
Yes, and plus as a writer and a singer, I even tell rappers, um, you could write it, but you're writing it and you're saying it from your perspective. Think of it from a consumer's perspective. Like, if would you buy it? Would you listen to it? Would you stream it? Would you download it? Those things. So I always, before I even release one thing, at least 15 other people have heard it, and none of them are yes men. I choose the most hardest critics that I know. Like, what do you think about it? How does it sound? What do you think I could add? Do you think I should do a riff here, a run here? Like, I always question it, and I always want other ears on it. And then I listen to it on a Bluetooth. I listen to it in the car. I listen to it on a laptop. I listen to it in my phone.
That's right. You listen to it everywhere.
Everywhere
But I
because
want to
everywhere has different sounds.
exactly, and that's the way it used to be. Remember Missy Elliott, right? I remember
Mhm.
I don't. It wasn't MTV Cribs. It was some, and she was showing off her Lamborghini furniture, right? Anyways, I think it was MTV Cribs, and she goes, "When I make a track, I gotta listen to it in my car. I gotta listen to it on my clock radio." The guy's like, "What do you mean clock radio? I gotta listen to it in mono." Yo, man, Timberland just, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't
Mhm.
know. You want to when you're doing a stereo track, you got to switch it to mono because on a live, like most DJs, when you at a live event, everything's in mono anyways, right? So
Right.
you want to get that cued in. But let's hear this track, Entanglement. Do you got a music video for this?
Not yet. It's part of the micro movie. So again, in the micro movie, it sounds James Bondish. It's not this version, but this version is the best version.
All right, here's Lady Girl with Entanglement right here on the Magic Show Deluxe. Visually, we see this. All right, here we go. Brah.
I'm sick and tired of waiting around on you. Figure out just what you gonna do. You gon' be with her, gon' be with me. Make up your mind, cause this milk ain't for free. Gave you all the love I had and you played a game. Two hearts on the line, such a fucking shame. Thought about acting now, no face, no case. But then I'd just be stuck in this dark, cold place. Now let me direct my attention on you. Check this out, sweetheart, you're stuck just like glue. You gon' be with him, he gon' be with me. Make up your mind.
And we are back. It's such a nice song, isn't it? Now, the sweetest taboo. This is different now. This is going
Yes.
on to something different. I like the versatility with you, right? But before we get into this track, what's your social media? Because I know they like that one. You know what I mean? And one
I
last thing, we as far as production, I don't like the way Spotify won't let you upload something unless it's clipping a bit. You ever notice that? So
yeah.
does your producer make two versions, like one for Spotify and one for pressing onto a CD or vinyl?
No, see, I get multiple versions. You need multiple versions. Any artist that's coming out of studio should have at least three, but you should have at least seven. You need your radio edits, you need you need your acapella, your
Hmm.
instrumental, your wave format, your MP3s,
Your FLAC,
yeah, you need
everything.
yes, everything and all of your stems.
Well, all your stems, yes, for your vocals, but not for the beat. A lot of artists are like, yo, man, okay, sorry, my bro, like, I'm in another studio, right? But, the beat's not dropping enough. I need the stems for the beat. No, sorry, brother, I can't do that. The other producer, you got to talk to the other producer. Sometimes they cut, them and the
Yeah.
engineer talk behind the engineer, but beat maker's back, and then they grab all the stems. There's all kind of problems in the industry. That's what a lot of times it happens. But give off your social media so they can like go peep all
I
your
just
music.
tell people to Google me. And I know I'm not being pretentious with that. Like when I say Google me, it's because there are so many. There are so many links. So just Google Lady Girl, LADIIGIRL. Everything will pop up. My website, that's officialladygirl.com. All of my social medias, every platform that the music is on, videos, anything that has anything to do with Lady Girl will pop up.
That is awesome. Now let's talk about the sweetest taboo. Why did you label that the sweetest taboo? Is like because a lot of taboo things ain't sweet. It's like either bad or they good, not sweet, right?
Yes. Sweetest taboo for me was just like one of those, when you say taboo, it's almost forbidden, so it's like a forbidden lust, love feeling that's happening. And that's another track that's part of the micro movie. So the movie is gonna like depict a story from beginning to end, and there'll be great visuals with it. But I wanted the lyrical content to kind of speak that as well. And so, in the beginning of it, I'm talking about, your love tastes sweet like honey when you drip all over me. That's very seductive.
And can I tell you something? Um, I see that picture in back of you. That is so powerful. You know what I mean? There's a
Thank
there's a
you.
there's a big meaning behind that. And a lot of viewers will look at that and say, I know what type of person she is, right? She goes deep into spirituality, deep into our culture, deep into our history that was wiped away from us, and then some. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, I ask people this all the time. People are sick of me asking my fans, but this thing is gone. This thing dead now, eh? This hip hop thing, this music thing, it dead now, huh? Like I don't
Oh,
know, I don't know. And I'm not saying it's dead. You gotta look hard for real,
yeah,
for really good
for
music.
real. Yes.
Yes, it's not just
I,
blown up in your face. You know?
yeah. So now I have different generations around me. I have a son. And so a lot of the music, he's listening to like Chris Brown. I hear like a lot of new music
Chris
through
Brown,
him.
dope. Chris Brown's still dope. He's
Yes.
still a singer.
Yes. Yes, he's still a singer. But the rap that he's listening to that I get to hear, I get to hear Chef G and King Von, and you know, I like them. I like those particular artists.
But you
But
don't like the copycat is like King
right,
Von was dope. You know what I mean? A lot of the drill rappers
yeah,
and trap rappers are dope. They're originators. But then when you
right,
have these cheap little videos and it goes
yes,
viral, that's the problem. You know what I'm
yes.
saying?
And I like the real lyricism, real storytelling, things that I like. Your words are painting the picture, and I'm like, yeah. And or if I'm turning up to it, like, yeah, I'm a singer, but I'm like into hip hop, so I want to be like, and get my little ratchet on.
Right? But
But
there's something about our generation, man. Like I was listening to Helter Skelter Nocturnal, right? And
mhm,
a lot of jazz samples were slowed down on the MPC. You know what I'm saying? Like just
mhm.
seeing how things are done now. They only were working with 8 tracks. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I'm from the
Versus
era of God's Effects, Leaders of the New School,
yes,
and prior to that, you know what I mean? I came up
yes,
with Kumo D. I don't want to tell you how old I am, but
yeah,
Kumo D,
yeah.
like
We're,
Furious
we're
Five
probably the
and things
same.
like
We're probably the
that.
same aura, right? Same age, right? Because we're
Yeah,
talking about some good
right,
times in our music. You know?
right.
Now it's so easy to make something. There's no like how can I say there's no love and care when we're doing things no more, right? Not just music, it's anything. You know what I mean?
I
So
think
you,
the only thing in music that irks me, and it's not a dig on anybody, but I want the rappers, particularly, to pick a lane. Are you going to sing or are you going to rap? Because I'm tired of the auto tune rap sing thing that's happening. I don't even know what
melodic.
that's called.
Called
Yes.
melodic rap. You know what I mean? I'm not
Right.
listen. I'm not saying anything because I got a lot of people on my thing, right? But it's a time for a change now. It's time for a change. Like remember Desert Storm. Remember before Desert Storm in the 90s, okay? The
Mm-hmm.
music got
Mm-hmm.
hard after Desert Storm. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
we're in a serious time. We're such in a serious time now. Why isn't the music getting serious? You know what I mean?
Because
That's what I don't understand.
the focus is not there. Like I'm waiting for someone. I have a song. I haven't even released it yet, which it probably would be so fitting right now in today's time for the economics of the world, for all of the, trials that we're going through, our current president and all the craziness that's happening there. Like it's called What's Going On, and it's inspired by Marvin Gaye's What's Going On. You know what I
I
mean?
think the 90s music is made for today. I'm not gonna lie to you. The beats were more futuristic back then. I think we went backwards. No disrespect, the synth and all. That's the beginning of
Mhm.
hip hop as far as I'm concerned, right?
Right.
And you listen to some track, you listen to Razzcast, you listen to some of the older stuff, like from the 90s, that's
Hmm.
futuristic. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And the lyrics are for today's time. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into certain tracks, but
Yeah, but they were
you know what I'm
ahead of
talking
their
about.
time. Yeah,
Exactly.
they
You
were
know what I'm
ahead of
talking
their
about.
time.
You know
And
what?
now
Mm-hmm.
nobody has anything to say.
That's right.
Excuse my French, but it's money, bitches, and drugs.
That's right.
Son, that's it.
It used to be stay away from the drugs. Then it
Right,
became selling the drugs. Now it's become doing the drugs. Now and then like doing the drugs and just getting wasted on it. You know what I
right,
mean? Like
right.
I ain't saying name. I know an artist in the business, right? You all know he wasted $60,000 up his nose, and he was on $1 million tour, and all that went to nothing. People just used
Oh,
him when they knew he was on the thing, right? Like you hear all these
hmm.
stories, right? Back in the
Right,
day, you didn't let that happen. Your hood, your brothers didn't let that happen. Your
right.
money from your album was for that block. You couldn't play with that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you just go on social media, da 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 da. Here's 60 grand wasted on this. It's crazy right now. You know what I mean? So that's why I was saying to
Yeah,
you,
I tell them, give me 60 grand. I'll show you what to do with it.
yeah, there you go. Well, check this out, man. Is there anything you want to say last? No, this is what I want to say. For the women in hip hop, let's talk about this right now. Okay? The women in hip hop, it's not being shown properly. You know what I'm saying? You look at people like Queen Latifah back in the day, Moni Love, the list goes on. Like, what happened along the way? There's nothing wrong with Little Kim and Foxy Brown. They still spit bars and they still told you, I'm a woman, you do anything to me, this is what's on, right? But what's with the women in the industry right now? You know?
Sex sells. That's what it is. Sex sells. And unfortunately, it's easier in the business as a woman if you're showing some skin, giving some skins,
Mm-hmm.
and entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I always told my team, I will take the longer route. It might take me longer, but my body is my temple, and not
Mm-hmm.
only that, as a woman, I want to let other young ladies know that are coming up, you can keep your clothes on. You can still be sexy with your clothes on. You know what I mean? And you can still connect and you can still engage, but you don't have to twerk. You don't have to have everything hanging out everywhere to capture an audience. You don't, and it's just with everything. Like your music is going to resonate with some people and some people are going to be like, she sucks, but at the end of the day,
You got
your fan base,
yourself.
yes, is going to be your fan base because you're who you are. You're yourself.
Well, we're gonna hear your track, Lady Girl. It's such an honor to speak to you. I know you got a lot of interviews, and the thing with the algorithms these days, you don't want to make an interview 30 minutes. You want to just get it right there, boom. You know what I mean? When we come back to you, we're definitely gonna interview in the future. Who knows? Maybe in the fall time to see where you at. And by the way, any festivals, any concerts you're doing for this summer?
Actually, just here, there, and everywhere, whichever comes up. But September 12th, I have a show. It is myself, Jay Holiday, and Nevaeh OTR here in Massachusetts. Will be in my city, actually, part of the I Love Hip Hop and R&B 90s concert series. So we're doing that. Wherever that's going is where I'm going. So
All right.
September 12th, Worcester, Mass, Jay Holiday, Lady Girl, Nevaeh OTR.
All right, let's hear your track, Sweetest Taboo. It's been a pleasure, Lady Girl. Right here on the Magic Show Deluxe. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, and big ups to MJ.
That's why